Right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you guys are new here, in the morning we come in, we take a look at NQ price action. We see what price can do going into that New York session at night. We come in, we review, we see what actually happened. So today was quite a fucking cranker. Just right out the gates, immediate run to the upside. You can see here overnight how we had this nice little 3 drives continuation to the upside. Price over here coming back, retesting this order block that we had right at 9 a.m., sweeping the previous hourly low and giving that continuation up to the upside with no pullback inside. This is an absolute crazy fucking run for the market. Probably one of my, I won't say least favorites, but those trendy ones where it's like if you don't catch the move, then there's really, it's like you don't want to be buying just to buy and hold, you know. But this morning, let's take a look at what we had going on. Right overnight, we had a few liquidities that we kind of outlined, seeing that, okay, maybe price did want to come back into something here. Initially, we did get a little bit of a retest of this OTE here within price action, coming back, retesting this OTE here, and got a little bit of a rejection to the downside on the 1 minute if we were watching that. Forming a fair value gap, started to continue up to the upside here. No pullbacks. Got a little bit of a reversal here during the macro where price comes back, retest this order block on the 5 minute, retesting the London session high, right? That price that we broke through, retesting that level, seeing that it is holding, and giving us that continuation to the upside. During the upside, we did have some 12-hour levels that we saw rejections at, right? Like this little pullback. I captured some shorts on that S&P and that macro, just playing the fact that price, I would love for price to come back at least a little bit, right? So we got that pullback here for a little bit, and then just the continuation to the upside. Now we are sweeping that previous daily high. Price is above it currently, so just watching what we want to do from here on out, right? If we do the same thing as we did yesterday, where price comes above that previous daily high, continues to hold above it, then you know what, sky is the limit for NQ from here on out. It can go to the new all-time highs and do whatever the fuck it wants. And here's that chart on the 12-hour, right? We're not that far off. We're breaking above that final 12-hour level that we have outlined. You can see we had no trouble breaking through any of these levels. And like we said, if price gets above that 25,193.75, that's going to be just a pure continuation to the upside. We tested this 12-hour fair value gap here, and now just running those highs here. There's that level, right? 26,027.75, 26,027.75. We should probably at that 26. 26,027.75, 26,027. 2775. All right, we got that one little remaining liquidity up above. Before those next all-time highs, we've just kind of consolidating here around this previous daily high. We did the same thing yesterday where this was the previous daily high. We swept it originally here at 7 o'clock, consolidated around it, and then continued to the upside. One thing that we do know from ICT is that price does not reverse from consolidations, right? So we typically do need some kind of manipulation. This is where I am watching, seeing if they want to do any sort of thing in terms of any pullback that may potentially give us just a little bit of an entry to that upside, right? We're just waiting for price to do its thing at this point. No we got no hopes or things like that for it. So let's take a look at some stocks. Let's take a look at some, maybe we'll do a little back testing. You can see crypto's also cranking it to the upside. Bitcoin is sweeping this high here of that previous day. So let's see what they want to do. There's your SPY QQQ as well. Let me show you triple Qs as well. QQQ obviously continuing to crank to that upside. A little break below here. Tap of this 2588. almost to the dot where we wanted bodies held. Continuation. God, I don't know. But in terms of stocks that I'm watching, I'm honestly still being a little cautious. I'm not. I mean, we did get pullbacks, yes, but at the same time, it's very sudden in the fact that we still got a war going on. We're just fucking cranking into the upside. Granted, there's negotiations and whatever the fuck not, right? But still not the biggest believer maybe in this rally, and that's to a fault of I'm not necessarily bearish, but I do like my fucking shorts. Not on stocks. I do like shorts on GU. Microsoft seen a nice bounce after sweep here. Just waiting, honestly, waiting on those previous quarterly lows to be swept on some of these, where some of them have, and they are seeing decent reversal off of those sweeps now. Netflix, I believe, reported this week. Amazon, you can see we're just fucking cranking the hog on some of these. Just want to see if we got anything worthwhile out here. Home Depot was a good one. I think that got a good run to the upside. And same with PG as well. DoorDash, obviously, off of those Trump news, went pretty fucking crazy where Trump had that lady come over. Let's see, obviously our little guy did not work as not necessarily as we would liked it to have worked, but it is what it is. Right, we're accepting that because we can be wrong in trading. Let's see. Lift. There's Meta fucking seeing that those solid gap ups. MGM still just consolidating. MRSTMU, nice run to the upside. Let's see if we got anything. Netflix earnings are tomorrow. Netflix earnings are not tomorrow, Thursday. So far, she's fucking cranking. I think we almost snacked the bottom on that thing. NQ, there's your NQ chart, right? NVIDIA. Also seeing a lot of tech, seeing those, nice little bounce off of this initial breakout of this. And then now seeing a bounce on that retest. Okta, Oracle. Off of that swing failure pivot as well. Owl, that's one of those PBR. So oil's still seeing a little bit of that run to the upside. QCOM. QES, Riot, Rivian, RMBS. SLB, Snap, nice move. Spot, SPY, obviously about to make new fucking highs. Insanity, right? It's fucking crazy. These markets. It's past. I mean, we're 13 days into the. 14 days into the month, into the quarter, and we're about to make new fucking highs, right? We're about to clear the whole previous quarterly fucking move, which is why I'm, like I said, I'm a little bit still playing on the erring on the side of caution, maybe, you know. Like I said, let me see Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot. We were looking at it yesterday. We were looking at it opening up over here, continuing to the upside. And PG, similar thing, right? We were looking within the OTE here. So price tapped out to 705, 786 area. And now we're seeing a bit of a bounce on that right out of it on the weekly. On the monthly, still looking decent here. Other than that, that's all I got. I mean, we're going to continue to watch that previous daily high and see what price wants to do around it. Oh, fuckers. Goddamn. I'm sneezing like a fucker today. Sweep the previous daily high, right? If we keep holding below it, obviously we're going to look for some support and liquidity, some form of whatever range we might focus on. We're going to look for OTE of that range as a potential. If we remain below it, or if price does decide to break back below that previous daily high, then we're going to look for that. If we continue above that previous daily high, 26,027.75 is going to be that liquidity. Maybe watch for something. Other than that, I mean, potential new all-time highs. And that's all I got for today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you go check us out at www.papertraders.io. It's the best way to see what we are all about, see things that we offer, see if you want to come hang out with us, right? Inside Discord every morning, we're outlining these trades, we're outlining everything that we're watching. So come check it out. Come see what we got. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at the Paper Traders. We're posting content, any updates, things like that. Make sure you go check out Mr. Hayes, that Hayes Beats on Twitter. 3,000 followers for him, and we're going to do a lifetime membership giveaway. And 2,000 followers for me, we're going to do a tracksuit reveal. Other than that, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.